Hello, friends. I'm Karina Chin with karinaStamps.com, and I want to welcome you tonight to my Little Monkey Technique card class. I love this stamp set, and I love this punch, and I just think it is so much fun to play with these. It's perfect for anybody, any age, and who doesn't love monkey cards, right? Monkeys are so much fun. So this is a fun little class that I am doing this month. Actually, every month I started a virtual card class that I'm now calling my technique card class. And what we do is we make 3 cards every single month. One is a technique card and then 2 other cute cards. And it's based around a stamp set or a punch or a product bundle. And it can be a club. If you join the technique card class for 6 months, then you get to be the hostess and you get $25 in Stampin' Up shopping rewards. Sometimes it's a little bit larger. I just find that's the average for this group. And then I also stamp in a private Zoom group as well, where we actually go and share all our cards and what we make. So it's super fun as well. And then I have a Facebook group as well for that. And I have a card challenge. And if you do the technique card the following month, then you get your name in a draw to win the stamp set. Now the odds of winning are very good. Not too many people participate, so the girls are flipping back and forth depending on taking turns who's getting the stamp set, which is lots of fun. So if this sounds like fun to you and you want to join, you can participate and get a card kit mailed to you when you place a $35 order. That's it. Not very much. And if you end up doing it 6 months in a row, then you get to be the hostess. So I thank you so much for joining me tonight. And if you are watching me for the first time, I'd love to know where you are watching from. I was just going to do this on YouTube, but somehow I have this set up now that I have to stream to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I just have to laugh. Hello, Kim. How are you? Thanks for joining me. I'm glad you can actually watch this, because normally I just go on in the day, so I'm not sure how late it is for you. And Margaret Ann is here. Hello. This is great because I always do this class. It's going to be the last Tuesday of the month. And because I'm fairly new doing this, I didn't really think anybody would be watching me. So if you think this is fun, leave me a comment, and hopefully you enjoy the class, because I had fun doing it last night. Okay, let's go down to the cards again. So these are the fun cards that we're making. One of these is a swinging monkey tent card. You can see how the little monkey swings. Maybe you can't see how he swings back and forth. There he goes. There he goes. It's kind of hard when you hold it this way to get him to swing. And I did show how to make a tent fold card last week or the week before using the horse and sleigh stamp set and dies. So now we're going to do it with a little monkey, but I wanted the monkey to swing. I think cards that move are so fun. And then this is going to be the technique tonight. It is a floating frame technique. Very, very easy. Anybody can do. And then this is just a little bit of stamping. So these will be the 3 cards. And we chose a little monkey bundle just because it was so cute. And then how my class works is that if you don't have a little monkey bundle, just substitute any stamp set you like. One of my friends actually used Little Elephant, which I think is retired now, but should have stayed. It's just so cute. You know, you could use the Taco Fiesta set. The idea is that I give you the design of the cards and you use whatever you want to use and substitute out. So if you make a cute card based on one of the designs I'm sharing tonight, I would love to see what you make. Okay, so I think I'm ready to get started. I hope I've mentioned everything that I need to. I will mention this really quick before I forget. So I love the monkeys so much that in August, I'm going to do a virtual and an in-person little monkey card class. So we've got a barrel of monkeys. Now this die is retired, but I can provide die cut pieces. So we're going to make barrel of monkey cards, 2 slimline cards, and then this one is a swinging monkey card. And then there is this one as well. Now it's $45 for the 4 cards, plus you get some product. And it is August 20th in person, which is a Sunday. or it's going to be on August 22nd, Tuesday evening, for the virtual card class. Okay, let's see if anybody has any questions. I think we're good. You know what? Kim said Taco Fiesta with a swinging piñata would be so cute. You know what, Kim? That is a brilliant idea. Please keep these ideas coming. That is so fun. Yeah, I love that. Great idea. Oh yeah, the piñata. See, now I'm going to have to try that. Okay, so let's start with this one. Let's start with the hardest one first. Okay, so when you get card kits from me, this is what I do. So I give you a little sheet of paper. It has a Zoom code if we're doing it on Zoom, and it lets you know what card kit that you're getting from me and the date of the class. Then I prep my kits, and I like to put them in envelopes so that the pieces are all together and they don't fall all over the place. So this particular class has a little bit of the black and white, what is this? Gingham ribbon, or is it checked ribbon? I can't remember. It's across the room, so I can't even look. It's got a technique card for this class, and then your 3 kits, and then you have a little strip of paper here for the monkey faces, and then you have 2 pieces of pecan pie cardstock to stamp your little monkeys tonight, and then I think this is for all the little bananas, I believe. I think so, so we'll just set that aside. And we are going to start with the hardest card first. You know, why not? And we'll see how I do, if I can do a good job stamping this tonight. Now, I try to emboss all my pieces for everybody when they take a class, just because you may not have, you may not have the pieces that you need to put the cards together. Okay, so we're going to set this aside, and we're just going to work with decorating the front. Now, if you are a fairly new stamper, you don't have to do this fancy inside, right? You could just decorate the outside of your card, and you have a beautiful card that anybody would love. So first of all, let's just glue this down, and I'm going to keep an eye on my time because I have to take little Otto to the dog park tonight. Usually the dogs are out there at 8 o'clock, but I don't think I'm getting this whole class done in 15 minutes. That would be crazy. But I'll try. It's actually nice outside today, nice and warm. We had a little bit of rain, but not too much. Now I should mention, when you get your card kit, make sure it's opening the right way. I guess it doesn't matter for this piece, because it's done with the embossing folder. Really, there's no direction for it. Now, I got this embossing folder from the Basics 3D embossing folders, which is an online exclusive. So the online exclusives are kind of hidden now in the stamping store. You actually have to click on online exclusives and see what's available. But I love these. They are $41 Canadian in the online store. And we've got that glued down. And then the next thing we're going to do is let's do a little bit of stamping. So I have a stitched, stylish shape, stitched circle, and I've got a couple of these leaves. Now I stamped it in garden green. So another thing I like to do with this class, I do provide the PDF tutorial when you pay for the class, because I find that we like to make the cards again, and it's nice to just look at the PDF tutorial and go, how on earth did I make these cards? Okay, so I'm just going to move this in here because I'm going to stamp off my circle a little bit. And I'm just going to open my garden green ink pad. And I'm just going to stamp 3 leaves. You can stamp off a little bit if you like. And I have some extra paper in here, and I think it's we need 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves. So let's stamp this on here. Now, if you don't have a kit and you're just watching, this might be a long video for you. So I will not be insulted if you have to go and you want to watch it another day, depending on how late it is where you are. Let's see. So you want to get out your amazing Wink of Stella, best brush in the whole wide world. So, oh, what color was this? It looks like pecan pie. Let's clean this Wink of Stella. What is going on here? What was I coloring? Okay, what you do to clean it is you just give it a little squeeze and then you pull it off to the side until it runs clear. Okay, and then when you color with it and your ink is still wet, it will cause the ink to bleed a little bit, which kind of colors your leaves. Okay, so I've got 3 there, 3 here, and then if you want a darker color, you can pick up ink from your ink pad and actually color with it as well. But I think this is good enough. I just wanted a little bit of glitter, a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of green color on here, and I think that looks pretty good. Okay, let's clean this. I can't believe I left a dirty link of Stella, you guys. What is going on with that? Okay, let's just cut these out really quickly. Okay, we have 1. And we'll just go around like this. 2. I always leave a little bit of white space around the images that I'm cutting. What about you? Do you like white space? Do you cut right up to the edge of the stamp? I don't know. I think it looks really good when there's a bit of a white edge, and then I don't accidentally cut my image. And if you've never used Stampin' Up! Paper snips, they are amazing. Okay, let's see. There we go. And then 1 more. So fun. Okay, we'll go this way. And then next month, the card class is going to be based around, I think it's the Gone Fishing stamp set and bundle. And then after that, we decide as a group what we're going to be stamping. We're waiting for the new mini catalog. So if you have a demo number, you get to pre-order from the mini catalog next month. Customers wait till September 1st. Demos can order from it August the 2nd. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, now the next thing I need to do is we need a little saying that says, a sentiment that says, little monkey. I'll put that up here. And I could have cut a rectangle, but I don't know. I've been kind of cutting around the shapes of my stamps lately. I have no idea why. I just really like the look of it. I just think it's kind of fun. Fun and playful, like the little monkey stamp set and punch, right? Super fun. Doesn't that look great? Okay, so we are going to pop this up with 3 Stampin' Dimensionals. Ooh, I got some big boys. I got some big Stampin' Dimensionals. I don't usually have these. But I think I need one for the swinging monkey part of the card. Okay, we're just going to pop this down here. And when I'm doing the class on Zoom, I do go really slow because we take turns and we share our cards. We like to chat a little bit. But since this is a YouTube video, I'm just assuming that you will stop and watch the replay. Stop, watch the replay if you need to watch anything with a little more detail. Now, the reason why I'm having trouble talking right now is I'm looking for my leaves. Now, I know I stamped 4 leaves. Anybody see it on my desktop? Am I going crazy? Totally disappeared. Maybe it'll show after, or show up after. I don't know. In the meantime, let's get out one of these pieces of pecan pie cardstock, and we're going to stamp the monkey image. Now, with the stamp set, you get a nice little branch. You get 1, 2, 3 sentiments, 2 kinds of bananas, 3 little monkeys, and a couple leaves. I haven't used this piece very much, and a super cute little heart. So I am just going to use the monkey that coordinates with the punch. So it cuts out a banana, a little monkey face, a little monkey body, and little monkey ears. I haven't really done the little monkey ears too much. I don't know. I think it looks cute without it. But, you know, it's your card. Feel free to do that if you would like to. Okay, and I have to remember to put this in the view of my camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's just line this up. Okay, so I like to line it up upside down. Pull your hands, your fingers away from the punch so you don't accidentally punch yourself. Or punch your, so you don't actually squish your fingers along the side of the punch. Because trust me, I have done that and it really hurts. Ouch. Okay, and I'm just going to ink up my monkey face. And I think I need a monkey face for the inside of the card. Yes, I do. I've got this little monkey face right there. So let's get this one done at the same time. Punch. Put this one here. And then I'm just going to close this because I'm afraid that I'm going to put my card in my black ink pad. Has anybody ever done that? Yeah, it's not good. Let's just put it that way. Okay, now let's go like, oh, hopefully this will be okay. Wish me luck, you guys. I'm just going to cut out my monkey face. There we go. And then this one I'll have to fussy cut out. But let's get this put together first. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of liquid glue. And we'll put it on right like that. How cute is that? I love it. Yeah, white spaces does make it look nicer, Kim. You are absolutely right. Okay, so let's put my monkey down here. Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness, he's so cute. There we go. And then on the back of this, I'm just going to fold some of this wonderful black and white checked ribbon. I don't know if it's checked or gingham. And I'm not even going to cut it. I'm just going to, oh, I need a leaf. I'll find my other leaf later. It's very strange how it disappeared. I know I had it. Okay, and then I'm just going to loop it around like that, and then we'll just trim this off. Give this a little trim and just kind of fold it over a little bit. And I'm just taking one more perusal on my desktop to see where my little leaf went. That is seriously the strangest thing. No clue. Okay, anyway, let's just put this down for now and I can add a leaf after. Okay, so I'm just going to pop 2 stamp dimensionals on here, like so, and then we'll just pop it on the front. And we're just going to put this here. See, it says little monkey. And then as well in your kit, you should have some Stampin' rhinestones, rhinestone basic jewels. And just let's put one here and another one here at the bottom, like that. So you could just make this card and be done and call it a day. But you know, why would we want to do that? Why not do this amazing inside of the card? Okay, ready for the magic? So here we go. So I have already cut and scored this for you. Now we do need 2 leaves. Let me see here. So you have a basic white piece that looks like this. And you're going to attach it onto your lemon lolly cardstock. And I went and I stamped 4 bananas on there. So let's do that really quick. Get out my black ink pad. I have to keep organized so I don't lose any more things. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm using light lemon lolly. I put light lemon lolly for the inside of the banana, and then dark lemon lolly on the bottom part of the banana. Isn't this cute? Yeah, I just love this. It is so fun. And I've made so many cards with this set. We also used it for games night. Okay, and then I will attach this to my lemon lolly cardstock, and then I'll just set that aside. Now, on August the 1st, kits are going to be 30% off. So if you have a kit, I have to schedule a kit night, and I'll just be going online, and you can stamp along with me, because that's super fun. Okay, so we need 2 leaves. And then just in case I can't find my other leaf, in case it never shows up again, I'm going to die a horrible death somewhere. Maybe I threw it in the garbage. Okay, we're going to clean this, pretend like I've cleaned it. And I'm just going to set this aside. Where was my wink of Stella? Right here. I'll just color that while it's still wet. Okay, there we go. And then that's done. Okay, I also need to stamp another monkey. I need the swinging monkey part. So let's stamp him right about there. And we'll put this up here, move this out of the way. Okay, you will also have in your kit, you will have a piece here, which is going to be for the sentiment. And this is going to be the swinging monkey mechanism. So what we're going to do right now is cut out our leaves. I kind of wish that this had a die set with it. Mind you, it's not hard to cut these out. I just really like using my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. I think that's my favorite tool. It just adds so much to your cards when you can use embossing folders and fun little die cut pieces. Okay, so I have this done. Let's get our monkey. Now, I don't know what I did with my monkey face, but it'll show up. It'll show up. It'll be the same place as my leaf that's missing. Okay, so let's go around here like so. And I thought it was fun to start with the hard card first. And then after that, the class is super easy. And like I said, you don't have to do the inside of the hard card. If you are a beginner stamper, just decorating the front would be super cute. And then if you're an advanced stamper, sometimes it's nice to learn a new technique or a new trick that you can do with your card making. Okay, I'm almost done. Wow, this guy is a little more effort to cut him out. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Okay, I maybe could have done a little bit of a better job. Ta-da! Okay, so this is what we have right now. Let's just move this out of the way. And you know what? Well, I've got my paper snips. Let's just cut this out as well. And then what I normally do for my class, if you guys were stamping along with me, is we would pause, go a lot slower. You can ask questions. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I see some comments coming through. Kim would want to die for, yeah, you know what, Kim, I totally agree with you. Too much fussy cutting, too much fussy cutting. Now, I could just only use the monkey that gets punched out, but why would I want to do that? The monkeys are so cute. Okay, now with this piece, does anybody have the candy cane dies that retired last year? It kind of looked like this, only it had 2 holes, and then you threaded a candy cane through. If you have those dies, you don't need to make this piece. But what I did is I cut this out, so I actually made this. It's like 7/8 of an inch by 1.5 inches. And then I used a 1/2 inch hole punch and just punched a hole in it. And then what you want to do is you want to round off the corners so it'll swing a little bit better in your card. And then I didn't think it looked very nice, so this is where we're going to glue our leaves onto. So we're covering this up. We're going to make it look pretty. Okay, and then look at this little guy. He is going to swing. So let's put him on with a glue dot. I think that should work pretty good. And we'll get my handy take your pick tool. Here's a glue dot right here. Grab that baby. And we'll put our monkey tail right here. Let's make sure that's glued down. Now I'm missing the little monkey's face. See, how cute is he? Oh my goodness. Stuff like this just makes me happy. Now let's just cut out his face really quick. And you know what? I'm kind of like him. I really don't like fussy cutting. And there was a lot of fussy cutting in this class because I wanted to use all the image. When I design a class like this around a stamp set or products, I really want to show you a few ways that you can use it. I always like to teach something new or something fun. Okay, so there we go. This is pretty much it for the inside of the card. Now, I have already cut this out. If you have got the class from me, you have all the PDF tutorials and measurements. But this is 10 3/4, scored at 5 3/8. So 4 1/4 by 10 3/4. And I scored it at 3/4 of an inch here, 5 3/8, and then 3/4 of an inch on this side. So I went score, score, and basically folded it in half. And then I cut out a circle using the Stylish Shapes, the largest circle die. And we are making a tent fold card. So we're going to fold these in like this. And I thought we needed some kind of a background for the inside of the card. So I went and took this designer series paper. This is actually part of the Cheerful Daisies set. But I love the fact that the back side of the paper is all these kind of solid ink colors. And then the front is daisies. So if you like flowers, you can use the other side of this designer series paper. If you need a background for your swinging monkey card, well, you use this side of the designer series paper. So it makes it very versatile, and you can use it any time of year, right? It's not just flowers. Mind you, I could have my monkey swinging in a bed of flowers. I mean, you pick whatever side you want. Okay, let's make sure I'm in the camera view again. And we'll just pop that on here. Isn't this pretty? Okay, now this is the tricky part of the card. So we are going to put the mechanism in here. And you want to make sure that it's high enough up so that when you close this, you don't really want to see the dimensional that's holding it together in the window. So when you cut your window, make sure you're centering it perfectly when you go to do the die cutting. Now, this is the fun part of the card. So we are going to get a Stampin' Dimensional. Now, my monkey is going to go here. I'm centering him in the window. Oh, see, that's perfect. And this is a hexagon. It's not a circle, so I'm going to round it off. Make it a little rounder. You can make it a little smaller if you want. Some of the girls last night actually did a mini Stampin' Dimensional on top of this dimensional, and they said it worked pretty good. I guess I could try that, and then we'll see which one swings better. I don't know. I found it worked pretty good like this. Okay, here we go. So my monkey is centered in the frame. I'm going to put this dimensional down. And what happens is it's going to swing back and forth like this, and the dimensional is going to close these two sides together. So there, you have a monkey who's swinging. He is swinging, he is swinging, he is swinging. Isn't that easy? And then we want to put this on the inside of the card. So I'm going to use some tear and tape adhesive on this piece here. And we're going to fold it down. At least I hope I'm doing it right. If not, I'll be doing some ripping. Okay, let's open up our monkey card. Whoops, whoops, I tore it right off. That was quite aggressive. Okay, and then what you can do is line up this piece. So you want your inside green piece to be on the inside of the card. Now, if I didn't cut it well enough, you can, just trim a little bit of the green off. But you should be able to put it close to the score line and then close it up like so. Okay, and that will attach this first piece. And then all I have to do is add tear and tape adhesive on this section and then close up the card. And it is attached. So easy peasy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Ooh, this would be really fun for, I don't know, that So Refreshing card class. You could have a pitcher of lemonade swinging. And then we just close this up. And look. Ta-da! There we go. And my monkey's swinging. Isn't that easy? And if you wanted it closer together, I could have put it closer together, but I think that works pretty good. So that is the 10th fold swinging monkey card. This is already stamped, so let's make it look really pretty on the inside of the card. So we'll put this down. And I have a little piece here for my sentiment, and I am going to stamp just swinging by to say hi. There we go. Just swinging by to say hi. Now, where is my ink pad? I feel like I'm not getting it inked up very well. Maybe my stamp is just really dirty and needs to be cleaned. Okay, now to get this on here, be careful where you put your adhesive because you don't want it to go on the open window. So I think I'm going to strategically put a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here. Okay, and then we'll just kind of tack that down. And you might be wondering why I'm not using a Stampin' Dimensional. It's because I don't want my inside to be too thick and I want it to be able to close. Okay, so just swinging by to say hi. We have the little swinging monkey. There he goes. Okay, and then we close them up and the first card is complete. And this was the hardest. So the rest are going to be easy peasy. Hey, what do you think of that? Do you like that? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Super fun. Ooh, you could use clear plastic for the swing mechanism. You know what, Kim? That's a brilliant idea. I wonder if you could punch through our window sheets. That would be really smart. Wow, you got really good ideas tonight. I love it. Keep them coming. Okay, are you guys ready to make this one? Let's do the technique card. So I think most people have done this before. I hadn't. I've never done this floating frame technique. But it's really easy, but I think it's very, very effective. So let's just take our 2 window sheets. We're going to set them aside, and I've already cut some strips of designer series paper. In your kit, you will have a little piece of white for the bananas. You have this piece here, which is going to be for the front of the card. We're going to stamp some bananas. And then I've already die cut these with the something dies that are in the online exclusive store. Can't think of the name right now. It'll come to me after when I'm not thinking about it. Okay, let's move this over here because I find I hate losing my window sheets. They're really easy to lose. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of basic white cardstock, and I'm going to use a blending brush and just add some color to the edge of it. And I'm using crushed curry cardstock. So I'm just going to pick up the ink with my blending brush in a circular motion. I'm going to tap it off a little bit, and then I'll just go over the edges. So it looks like this. Isn't this a pretty card? Okay, these aren't deckled rectangles. Oh, normally the names come to me really easy, but not tonight. Tonight I am struggling. Okay, and let's go do this piece as well, since I've got my blending brush out. Okay, I think that looks cute. I'll put my blending brush away. Close my, no, I still need fresh curry ink. So what we have are my two stitched pieces that have been sponged with fresh curry ink. So I'm safe to actually put this one on the inside of the card. What are these dies? I have to think. If I can't think of the name, I will run and look in my cupboard because I know exactly where they are. They are in the PDF tutorial. And the cool thing about this card design is that this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches. And I cut off 2 3/4 of an inch in the pecan pie. And it's going to make this piece, right, for your card. So then there's no paper wastage. So I love that. Okay, so I think the first thing we should do, let's stamp some bananas randomly all over our crushed curry cardstock. So we're just creating our own banana designer series paper. Because I am actually using one of my favorite paper packs tonight, which is called the Eclectic Designer Series paper pack. I just bought myself a whole brand new paper pack. It is the delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper pack. Look, you get 48 sheets, and it's got some really fun patterns that coordinate with a few different stamp sets, although there is no banana paper. Just saying, where's the banana paper? So we'll just create our own. And I'm just going to attach that onto our basic white cardstock. I just want a little pop of basic white showing. Isn't that pretty? And then we will attach this to the front of the card. Ta-da! See, doesn't that look great and so easy? And then this piece, I wanted to stamp, I'm Bananas About You. And I'm going to use Pecan Pie, which is one of our new colors that we got with the color refresh. And I am loving Pecan Pie. It almost reminds me of the baked brown sugar that we used to have. And that was one of my favorite colors. I was shocked that it didn't come back, but I guess that's why they, redesigned this one. It's always nice to have new colors to play with. Okay, so I'll put that down. And then all I'm going to do is just center this panel on the inside of the card. Now, you got to make sure that you're not putting your adhesive over on this part so it's going to stick your card down. So what you can do, if you want, is you can center this in your card. You can make a little tick mark here with your pencil, and then that way you know exactly where your glue needs to go. And you won't be having any glue mishaps. Okay, there we go. Now, the next thing we need to do is we're going to, I guess we need a couple bananas. Let's just stamp that really quick. I need one banana here. And I need, where's my skinny banana? A single banana. There we go. And then I think I just colored that with my lemon lolly. Or I could use Wink of Stella again, but this is good enough. Okay, let's just cut out this little banana. And then I need to stamp and cut out another little monkey because I'm using the monkey that looks like he's swinging down. But like I said, you can see how fast I'm doing this. Done. And then I could punch my banana, but you know, since I'm fussy cutting, I might as well just fussy cut this little one out too. Okay, there we go. And now let's get our technique card going. So I do like using grid paper for this. You don't have to. I'm just going to put this off to the side. I do have brand new grid paper. It's just not close by. So hopefully this will be okay. So you can cut your window sheet whatever size you want. And I cut 1/2-inch strips. And I think I'm just going to alternate them between the kind of solid crushed curry image and then the more polka dotted crushed curry image. And I'm just using stamping seal. So let's move this up so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to start, the very first one will just go along the top of my window sheet. And then you can, if you want even spacing, that's when you can use your grid paper. I am not that precise when I do my stamping. I just kind of eyeball it. I just eyeball it. Ooh, that one is really short. But you do want it to be sort of same distance going across. You don't want it crooked. Okay, and let's do a solid one now. And we'll put it right about here, I think. Okay, and then we want a polka dot. And I'll just show you one of these. Because what we do in class is we actually make 2 of these. One is for our technique book. And then one is for the card. Okay, is that crooked? That looks pretty good. And then a final piece will go on the bottom like this. I feel like I should have put a bit of adhesive in there. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Here we go. Okay. And then you can trim it off if you want, but this is where I'm actually going to die cut it out. So this is the technique, floating frame technique. You cut a 3 by 3 inch piece of window sheet. You attach 5 strips of 1/2 inch by 3 inch strips of designer series paper, and then you die cut out the window with some kind of circle shape. Now it doesn't have to be a circle. It can be absolutely anything that you want to use. You can do a square, you can do a whole bunch of different shapes. I'm just using the circle because I think it looks pretty on my monkey card. And then what I did is I have started a technique binder. And then I put my technique here, and I put the instructions for my technique on the other side. And then last week we did coloring with vellum technique, and then hopefully I'll have a whole book filled with fun techniques. I do have a book ring. That's how I used to do all my techniques before. I'm just seeing if they're handy. Check this out. Oh my goodness. Look at all these great techniques I've got over the years. Right? These are really old. This is how we used to, that's how I used to do the technique class. But now we're just going to put it in a nice organized binder. Okay, so let's just roll this through. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Don't have a lot of room on my desktop right now. Let's pick this off. What was I doing earlier? Oh yeah. Did anybody see my video from earlier today? The Earthen Elegance product suite card. I love that one. I thought that turned out really nice. Okay, so all I'm doing is just centering this. I'm trying to get the same amount of strips showing on the top and the bottom. And I have to roll this through a couple times because the Stampin' Up! Window sheets are really thick. So I think I'll do it 3 times. That sounds good. Let's do it 3 times. Okie dokie. And like I said, I'm just going to do one tonight for you just to show you how the technique works. Okay, there we go. Then you just pop it out. See, is that not cool? And then all we're going to do now is we're going to attach it to our card, but it's really important that you pop it up. So we have foam adhesive strips. Stampin' Up! Sells foam adhesive strips that I use for window sheets all the time. Now, if you don't have foam adhesive strips, you can use the sides of the dimensionals. Watch this. So you can just put them down like so. Does not work great. And I'll do one over here. And I thought I had some really old dimensionals. Oh, yes. Look at this. Look at all these. See? No reason to waste any of your dimensionals. You can use them on everything. Okay, now, the top and the bottom is a little tricky, so we have to make it a bit skinnier. Let's put that here. And then I think I'm happy with that. What do you think? Cute, hey? Cute, cute, cute. And then I will just pull this off. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. And what do you think of this stamp set? Do you guys own this stamp set? I just am in love with these little monkeys. Okay, let's put this on this way. So now there's my floating frame. I've got my bananas on here. All I need to do is stamp myself a quick monkey and a quick little monkey face. So I'm going to close my fresh curry. And we're just going to stamp that one there. And my monkey face is over here. And I need to bring this back in, or else I will get ink all over my desktop. And that would make me sad. Okay, so we got to cut out my monkey. So again, I'm just doing it very quickly. You can take time. I have one friend who loves fussy cutting. And when she makes me a card, she just spends so much time cutting all these beautiful flowers and stuff. And then when I make a card, I'm like, get that die and let's pop that baby out. But you know, it's not bad. The trick is that you are moving your paper, not your scissors. And then you get a better cut image. And then it doesn't seem so bad. I think this would be great to sit in front of the TV, watch some Netflix, and, you know, cut 20 monkeys. And then keep them in your stamp set so that they're ready to go. And then if you're in a rush to make a card, you can just choose the monkey you want to use. And you're ready to go. Or you could just only use the punch monkey image. See, that didn't take too long. And I'm just going to do this little face. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Oh, I'm getting too close to the edge. Okay, there he is. So that wasn't too bad at all. There's my extra leaf that I'll put on that other card after. And then we'll just put a little bit of adhesive here, like so. Okay, and now we're just going to add some adhesive to my little monkey. See, is he not the cutest? Oh my goodness. I'm going to give him a little banana for his hand. And then I'm going to put one more banana on here. Ta-da! And then I think we need a couple more rhinestones. Now, my rhinestones were up here. There we go. I've got 2 rhinestones. We'll put one here and one there. If you have trouble with rhinestones, you can use the putty knife on your take your pick tool. And that is card number 2, and that is the technique card. What do you think of that card? Do you like it? Fun, right? Okay, easy peasy. And I will just clean up my station again. And then we'll do card number 3. Okay, now, oh, Kim says I can use the leftover part of the square for another card and put words in it. Oh my gosh, Kim, you have so many great ideas. You know what? I could. Okay, I think I know exactly what I'm going to use for this one. I will trim this down after, but yeah, that is a really great idea. You must have made one of these cards before. I have not at all. Okay, so let's move on to the very last card. Now this card is super easy. It's just stamping and basically a little bit of coloring. So we'll get out our last card kit. I always like to have a new or an easy card that anybody will have success with. Okay, so let's take a look at our pieces. We have a white card base. We have a piece of basic black cardstock, and then we also have a piece of basic white cardstock. So white, black, white, and then we have a little heart. And these are called the radiating stitches dies. That's what they are. See, when I'm not trying to think about it, it just pops in my head. Okay, so I'm just going to set these two aside and let's do our stamping first of all. So I'm going to bring in my messy grid paper. Where did my messy grid paper go? Okay, I'll get more messy grid paper. Just because I want to stamp off a little bit. And let's just see here. Okay, there we go. Okay, hi Sandra, how are you tonight? Do you love the Swingy Monkey card, Margaret Ann? Thanks so much for watching me, you guys. Okay, let's go back here. I need to watch my stream so that I make sure that I'm in your camera view. Otherwise, it makes it really hard for you guys to see anything. Okay, now I am going to use black ink. And I think what I did I start with? Yeah, I started with these ones first. Now, I don't really need to clean these, but I really don't like ink contamination on my stuff. So I'm just giving these a little wash. Right? We'll just do that really quick, and then it should be safe. Okay, now I'm ready to go. I'm happy. My stuff is clean. Okay, so what I did was I stamped one leaf right about here, one this way, one this way, one upside down. Okay, sure. And then this is totally optional, but I actually stamped it on a Post-it note. And you got to do it on the sticky part of the Post-it note, or you can use masking paper. Stampin' Up! Now sells masking paper that works really well as well. And again, you have to cut it out. This time though, you want to cut it very close as possible to your outline of your image as possible. So you don't want a nice white space this time. And what we'll do is we'll cover this up in a second. So I think I'll go like this. And then this time when you stamp your leaf on here, see how the leaf goes over, this leaf goes over my masked image. It actually looks like it's behind the leaf, if that makes sense. Makes it a little more 3D. Okay, I think I'm good with that. Let's just put one right there. I find every time I do this, it looks a little different every time. And then we're just going to color these really quickly. Ready for this? Zoom, zoom, zoom. This is my light old olive. And zoom, zoom, zoom. Again on this side. And then I'll highlight it with dark old olive. Like so. I think I'm going to use the bullet tip this time. And I'm just going to kind of add some color along the veins of my leaves. Is that what they're called? I don't know. I'm guessing. Doesn't that sound smart, though? Oh, this is so fun. I love stamping. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think that's good. And then because I don't have a garden green Stamp-A-Rite marker, I don't think. Do we have garden green? Anybody? I'm just going to use my Wink of Stella. And we will just color using some ink from my stamp pad. What I did is I squeezed my stamp pad together and it leaves a pool of ink on the top of the pad. And then I can just color with it. And it gets lighter and lighter and lighter as the ink runs out. And I kind of like the different shading that it creates. Okay, let's go like this. Oops. I don't like it when I put my hand in my ink pad because you know what's going to happen. I'm going to get it on my paper or my desktop. Danger, danger. Okay, that's done already. Ta-da! Okay, and now we have, where's my long branch image? So let's ink this up. Ink, ink, ink. And then we'll put one on this side, one branch on this side. And then we'll stamp one branch over here. And again, we'll color these really quickly. If you can do a lot of coloring if you want with your image using your stamping blends. I really like applying a color of light. Stamp and blend first and then add my shading in dark. And it works best if you do it while the ink is still wet. So this is probably coloring a little too much at one time because this image is now probably dry. So it blends better when the ink is still wet. And then you can actually go through a second time and blend out your color a little bit more. I'm not going to add that much detail to my monkey card. I think it looks great. I love it. And then I used Pecan Pie, which is one of our new blend colors that we have. Zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. Sandra, you're watching. You're a super fast stamper too. There we go. Okay. See, isn't that cute? Who loves this set? I think this would be really cool, these kind of cards done with that fun little rhinoceros. That was an online exclusive. I'm just adding a little bit of darker Pecan Pie. And you can see that the ink kind of bleeds together a little bit, but it just adds a little bit of shading. Okay, now I don't like how white it is. I don't like white spaces. So I'm going to just lightly add a tiny bit of Pool Party on here. Don't add a lot. I could have masked off the whole thing. So if I was doing a darker blue, this would be a total disaster. But I'm just kind of going in between the branches. I don't really want to go over too much I don't want to go over my brown tree trunks or anything. I think it's okay if I get a little bit of blue down here. See, just a little bit. Ta-da! And I like how that looks. It makes it look like it's a sky, right? Skies are not a solid blue. They have a little bit of shading. Okay, and look, we're almost done, you guys. Isn't this easy? Now we need 2 monkeys. So let's use this little guy first. He is the punch. Hooray! Love my punches. And then we also need to stamp his little face. And like I said, you could do the ears if you want to do the ears. Your monkey, you choose the monkey that you want to use. This guy, unfortunately, I think he's super cute. He also needs to be fussy cut out. But that's okay. No problem. I got this. I got this. Okay, and then we are going to go punch. And then this little guy, we have to go fussy cut, fussy cut, fussy cut. There we go. Almost done. Yeah, so if you love these monkey cards, I do have a virtual card class coming for the other ones, the slimline monkey cards. 2 slimline cards, 1 swinging monkey, and then the other one's just cute. It's just a little bit of coloring as well. But yeah, I really wish Stampin' Up! Would come out with monkey paper. I think it would have been a huge hit. Okay, here we go. Almost done. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. Let's just go in here. Yeah, so if you don't have paper snips, you need paper snips. Let's just put that out there. Okay, and I think with this one, I can punch his face. Because it lines up. Yep, I can. Okay, there's one. And then this one does not line up. So sad. Too bad, so sad. Got a cut. Got a fussy cut. But yeah, I think Stampin' Up! Has such cute stamp sets. So cute. Okay, here we go. So we need a little bit of adhesive to put our little monkey faces down. So there is 1. There is 2. And my monkey is going to be swinging this way and that way. So you could, if you wanted to, pop them up with dimensionals. I want them to be flat on my card. So I'm gluing them down. Let's get these little legs. There we go. And then this little guy is going to go here. Okay, now we need a couple bananas. So again, oh, this one has 5 bananas. Ooh, 5 bananas. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, if you own this set and you want 10 bananas, you use 10 bananas. And then I will just use dark lemon lolly for this banana. This is where it would be nice to have a stamping assistant and you just hand over your bananas and they come back fussy cut out. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, there we go. Can you just see how fun this is, though? Like, seriously. Who does not think these cards are not adorable? Okay, so what's your favorite stamp set right now in the catalog? I'm kind of curious. Margaret Ann. I think you could use the squirrel. Oh, I like the squirrel. Yeah. That's a really good idea. I think I sold my squirrel. So sad. Okay, let's see. Almost done. Almost done. It doesn't take long to make 3 cards. And I hope if you are watching the replay, please leave me a comment and let me know what you think about this class. Do you like the fact it's on YouTube? Are you never gonna watch? You think it's kind of fun? Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, and then we'll just trim this off like so. And then we just got these ones to do. And then we'll just do the sentiment. I'll show you how I did the sentiment right away. And we'll just snip that. Yeah, the fussy cutting does take a little bit more time. When I design classes, I use a lot of sentiments and die cut pieces. I don't do tons of fussy cutting. Luckily, the next stamp set for the technique card class will be Gone Fishing, and it has stamp set and, well, it has dies. Yay! Okay, now let's pop up 2 bananas. So I'm looking for some little mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I see one right here. Oh, it's so cute. Look at this little guy. There's his banana. He is a happy little monkey. So fun. Okay, and then these ones I'm just going to glue down just on the main part of the card. Again, if you want to pop them up, you can. I'll put this banana fell in the jungle right there. And then this one fell over here. There, isn't that just adorable? Okay, and then we'll just glue this onto the basic black layer and then onto the card front. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and so fun. Anybody can do this card. There we go. Now, the only thing it's missing is I included this cute little heart, and I really like trying to make other words with the sentiment that's given in the set. So instead of just swinging by to say hi, which I definitely could, I just wanted to say hi. So if you take a Post-it note, and where is the word hi? We're just going to mask this off and mask this off. Then you can take your ink pad and ink it up. Pull that off. Oops. Let's make sure it's the right direction. Stamp high on here. Hopefully it's straight. Yeah, not too bad. And then I wanted to add a little bit of ribbon behind it, so I'm just doing like a ribbon fold over technique. And we'll add some of our Stampin' Seal. And we'll take this, we'll just give it a nice little fold this way and then fold it again. There we go. So we have this one looking like this. And then if you want it to, you know, be really secure, not fall apart, you can just go like this. I should have been a little more generous with it. And I'm going to try pop it up. So let's add a couple Stampin' Dimensionals on here as well. And we're just going to put this a little high right there. Hi, little swinging monkeys. Nice to meet you. And then there should be one rhinestone left in your kit. So please let me know, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this. If you enjoyed the video, please share it. You know what? If I think I'll do a draw and I'll send somebody one of these monkey cards for liking or sharing my video. Don't you think that would be a great idea? And then if you enjoyed this class and you live in Canada and you want to participate with a kit next month, you just need to place a $35 order. And you can place it at karinachin.stampinup.net. That's the hostess code, MCSB4P9C. And right now, if you place a $60 order with Stampin' Up, you get a $6 coupon to use August the 1st. Okay, and this was the other card that we did, Swing and Monkey card. So that is the class tonight. I want to thank you so much for joining me. And I hope everybody has a good night. Let me just check and make sure I'm not missing any comments. Oh, Amy, thank you. Do love these cards. Thank you so much. Hopefully you can recreate them and create some of your own fun little monkey cards as well. And I will just check YouTube quick. It's in the new catalog. The squirrel set's in the new catalog, Margaret Ann? No. Oh, I'll have to go take a look. I did not even know that. That is too funny. Okay, anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope I've given you some great ideas to use with the monkey set. And I hope you have a fabulous evening. Good night. Bye.